1,200 hand-rolled cigars were the only thing standing between a peaceful Caribbean and a total economic blockade. On the evening of February 6, 1962, President John F. Kennedy leaned back in the Oval Office and issued a command that had nothing to do with nuclear physics and everything to do with personal obsession. He summoned his press secretary, Pierre Salinger, and told him he needed a lot of cigars, specifically 1,000 Petite Upmanns, his absolute favorite Cuban blend, and he needed them by the next morning. You can feel the invisible clock ticking in that room, because Kennedy knew that with a single stroke of his pen, those very cigars were about to become the most forbidden fruit in American history. Salinger spent the night scouring every humidor in the Washington, D.C. area, moving through the shadows of high-end tobacco shops before the law could catch up to the demand. By 8 a.m. on February 7th, he walked back into the White House with a staggering count of 1,200 Upmann Petite Coronas. Only after confirming that his private stash was secure did Kennedy reach into his desk and pull out a document known as Proclamation 3447. This was the executive order that formalized the embargo on all trade with Cuba, instantly freezing a multi-billion-dollar economic relationship and making it a federal crime for any other American to do exactly what the president had just done. The weight of that pen stroke triggered a terminal feedback loop that has lasted for over 60 years. The embargo wasn't just a reaction to war headlines. It was a calculated attempt to isolate Fidel Castro's government following the humiliation of the Bay of Pigs. Overnight, the United States cut off the importation of all Cuban goods, a move that the Cuban government estimates has cost their economy more than $1.1 trillion since its inception. While the world watched the Cold War chess match escalate toward the Cuban Missile Crisis, the primary victim was the average consumer, trapped in a system that priced political leverage higher than the freedom of trade. There's a profound irony in knowing that as the nation entered a decades-long drought of Cuban goods, the man who ordered the shortage was sitting on a mountain of tobacco that would today be worth $40,000 in the collector's market. It serves as a haunting reminder of how the rules of the global ledger are often written by those who have already secured their own position. The noise of diplomacy is loud, but the signal of human indulgence is clearer. Even at the brink of global catastrophe, the elite ensure their own comfort is the last thing to go.